Man, what it do? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to a brand new video. My name is GKmadeit. Today in this video, we're gonna go through EQs, equalizing. Man, I know y'all hear this term a lot. If you're new to producing, or if maybe you have been producing for a while and you still don't know exactly what it does, look no further. In this one video, I'm gonna show you exactly what an EQ does and how you're supposed to use it, right? And yeah, man, just explaining basically. So this will help you with audio mixing, just general engineering. This will help you with your beats. This is the best EQ video you're gonna see. And if it helps you, man, leave a comment. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to the video, man. All right, let's get to it then. We're gonna be using FL Studio. Today I'll show you how the FL Studio. I can show you how EQ works later on other DAWs and stuff. I got FL, Logic, and all of that. All right, so first thing, when you open up an EQ, can I extend this? Yes, I can. Oh, I never even did that before. All right, so when you look at EQ, it might look scary, right? You got all these different knobs, all this goddamn colors and different things. And all of this is really simple once you understand how this thing works. All right, so first thing, y'all see here we got 20, 30, 50, my bad, 100, 200, 500, all the way up to 10,000. 10,000. What that basically is, that's the sound wave. Sound is alive. Sound doesn't die off. Like, sound has its low points and it has its high points. So the low end, that's, let's say, from like, if you do this, you can kind of like make like a high cut. If you do this, see everything that we chopped off, let's say below 200. Everything below there is just low end. That's where your 808 lives. That's where your bass, sub bass, kicks, all that just low end lives around here, around this side, right? And then we come into the mid range. The mid range, that would be, and I'm doing this just to highlight so it can show. Mid range would be here. Mid range would be, let's say, like from 200 all the way up to a good, I might even say 1,000. 2,000. Let's just say 2,000. This is the mid range. This is where the soul of the sound is. So if you're working with a song, this is most likely where the vocals are gonna be. All right. So this is the mid range. Don't forget that mid range. After that, we have the high end. High end, I would really say it's like from 3,000 all the way up to 20,000. This is like 20,000. Yeah. See, it does say 20. This is the high end, right? So first, I just wanted to give you an explanation of what each range is, and I didn't explain for the mid range. That's where the vocal lives. Oh no, I did explain that. It's the high end. The high end is where the air in music. There's a term called air. Air is basically like a look clarity in a song or in a production. And this is a tip around the 3K range, somewhere here. This is where volume, or how our ears perceive volume, this is where that lives at. So if someone tells you this thing is too loud, if you go and check the EQ, that means that 3K range is just piercing. It's dumb high. And so you just go back and take it down a little bit without without messing up the dynamic of the rest of the song. My bad. All right, so that was just EQ explained just shortly, briefly. And if y'all are like me, y'all are visual learners. Y'all want to see me actually use an EQ to do some shit, right? Look no further. Look no further. I told you this is the last video you're gonna need. I got keyscape right here. I got a piano. Can you hear that? I got A sharp yeah, that's a major chord. Right? Y'all see that? Let me take that to channel 1. What the hell was our, oh, it was on our master. Still don't matter. It should be the same. All right? Remember what I told you. In the low end, this is where the bass lives. So if I play this sound, Y'all see all this? Sound is alive, just like me and you. Sound is alive. It once it exists, it just doesn't die off. Sound has all these different parts. Remember what I told you? The low end, that's where the boom, that's where the muddiness lives at. So if I do this, y'all seen how that's piano sounds. Wait, can I play? Yeah, see that? So if I do this, you should. You see? That's the lower end of the piano. That's that bass sound. That's where the lower end lives. And if I go to the mid range, as I showed ya, as I told you, this is the heart, this is the soul of the sound. This is where the sound is going to be at. And at the end, we have the high end, as I told you. That's what's called air. So to understand sound, you have to know what you're looking for, right? Because you're not just here making sounds to make sounds. You know what you're looking for. So let's say I had this piano as the base of my beat, right? Or my song. I would kill the high end and also low end. No one really ever has it like that. I would say anything 30 and below, that's just unnecessary mud. Mud just means like just low end rumble. So this is where the heart of that low end is. I would have this on. Right? If I wanted to add a little air to this, what I would do is I would take this and grab it up here. See? On EQ, when you go up, you are increasing vault like sound, and when you go down, you're taking away. What I did in this part here, I just try to point like yeah here with me. What I did in this part here, this is called a cut. So this means that everything after 80 and below is gone. And actually, FL Studio has the most surgical EQ out of everything. I use Logic, I use all of that, and the EQ stock of FL is just dangerous. All right, y'all remember how that sounds? Remember, listen. What I told you, air is it just adds like a little crispiness to it. See, just makes it sounds like just a little bit sharper. And as I told you, around the 3K, that's where we perceive volume. So if I boost this 3K, if I take it down, see that 3K range is where we perceive sound. So that's basically what an EQ does. Is there anything I'm not going through? So 9 out of 10 times, if you're working in production, let's say I have this piano sound and I'm actually gonna work with it. What I would do, you kill off anything low end, and then you have a beautiful sound. Add a little bit of air. See how crisp and nice that sounds? That's basically an EQ explained. And this is the stock EQ for FL Studio. This is the beginner's guide. I might make a more advanced one, and that's with Pro Q3. Does the same thing. It's just an EQ. It's just an EQ. It's just that it has more. Tips and like functions as far as your creativity and what you want to do with the specific EQ. Like something you can do here, you could side compress. Like if I take that, I change it to a low cut, take it all the way to like there, and I could stereo placement. I could side EQ, and I'm still taking away the low end, but I'm giving a more stereo vibe to the entire sound. But yeah, we'll go through that, like just tips and tricks of what to use in EQ. but this was just a basic explanation of what an EQ is. So if you and you do need to understand what an EQ is, because if you're working in music, an EQ, compressor, reverb, and delay are literally your best friends. These, like, that's the most basic way to affect or change any sound. Yeah, so I hope with this video you have a better understanding of what an EQ is and how to use it. And yeah, man, if you learned anything from this video, like, subscribe, and comment. Comment what you learned. Maybe I missed something, maybe something you want to know. Maybe you want to go through that. Maybe you want to go through the entire EQ range and just learn more. Let me know. Thank you. GK made it.